the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yuuzhans, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yuzha, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusea, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusea went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusea. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusea, on the opposite side of the Yuuzhan continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusea has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Yuuzhan continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusea are currently appearing throughout Yuuzha. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. A Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Target locked. Firing. Get the fighters out there. Protect the radar vehicle. They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us. Can we move them? Requesting permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Missile.
Missile incoming. Evade.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Locked on.
money, so grab it while you can.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Nico, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Fire anti-air gun! Now!
Mage 2 bombs away. 2 targets remaining.
Locked on target.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the planet sector too fast. This is too far from Allied territory. Getting out of block. Breaking.
That's a miss.
Trigger, there's one more to go. Enemy dodged. Continuing attack. Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit. Okay, let's completely blind those bastards.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission.
He's mine. Get away.
Crush as many as you can.
Box 2.
They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken out. Can't say I blame them. No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Enemy attack. Here's some feedback from the formations. Find your manuals in a language we can understand.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
We're taking cover in the clouds.
Ammunition 0.
We might stop. The aircraft is heavy.
Ammunition 0.
H2, you're targeted. Mix of veterans and rookies. Dog 4, Box 2. Hostile on your back, watch out. Enemy missile coming at me. Breaking. Shred the radar network.
Missile. Caution. Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0.
This is School 6, flying in the clouds. Breaking away. Missile closing on me.
Caution.
Careful, the enemy has a lock.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Missile fired. Evading. Target lock. Firing. Why don't they withdraw? What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
You're being locked onto.
Disconnect. Enemy dodged. Continuing attack. Radar lock acquired.
Missile away.
Do we really have interceptors? They're still pounding us. Enemy missile detected. Evading.
Locked.
don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Careful, the enemy has a lock.
The target not hit. All transports have been destroyed, but what were they carrying?
Missile. Missile. Missile.
I've maneuvered behind the enemy. Protect the radar vehicles! Return fire! Break! Break! Reaim over clear ground. Enemy has lock on you. You have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Missile.
5 targets remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on target.
Missile fire! Evading!
Alright, this base is worth destroying.
Fox 2, Fox 2!
4 targets remaining. Missile launched.
Locked on! It didn't connect.
Locked. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Caution. Pull up.
Evading! Enemy's airstrikes have fallen. Watch out for! You have a lock on you, shake 'em! Hell yeah, hostile has been eliminated. Fox 2. Bandit acquired.
Missile.
Mitchell inbound, evade! Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Missile. Missile.
Heads up! Bandit behind you!
Mage 2, missile away.
Locked on.
that, Mage 2?
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
The enemy has moved on me. That radar was just about to go online. Mage 2, you're targeted.
Fox 2, Fox 2. 3 targets remaining.
Locked on.
All aircraft. Residential area is below you.
Enemy has locked me. Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters.
Pull up. Ammunition
UAV is ready to launch. Away. Wait. What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down.
Shit.
These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out. It doesn't matter? He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a little warning.
Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0.
Mage 2, bandit on your 6.
Missile.
Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Mage 2, you're targeted.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit is in my sights. Golem 2, the enemy's reading.
0. Ammunition 0.
On target 6.
Missile. Missile.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt. Bandits are in the clouds!
Missile. Ammunition 0.
Miss. That's a miss.
Missile.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Ammunition 0. Missile. Ammunition 0.
I'm glued to this one.
Missile.
Mage 2, missile inbound! He escaped into the clouds!
Missile. Missile.
Mage 2, locking.
0.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Mage 2, missile away.
Don't try to read their movements.
I'm icing up.
Missiles depleted.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bandit is in my sights. Surround him.
Missile.
Target is in range of guns.
Missile.
Fox 2. I'm on this one's tail.
Missile.
My stuff! H2 enemy has lock on you.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Missile.
Break! Break!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Get back!
Missile. Ammunition 0. Missile.
Keep your eyes open in those clouds.
0. Missile.
Where'd he go?
UAV down. 1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties. H2 locked.
Ammunition 0.
So, drones don't feel a G-force, huh?
I'm icing up!
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
They won't show up on the radar.
H2 locking.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy. Missed.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
Caution. Pull up.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep. Intersect! Fire the AA! Wait our vehicle out! right at us. Can we move them? Requesting permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. Missile incoming. Evade!
Locked on.
The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll come. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Firing the air gun! Now!
Mage 2 bombs away. 2 targets remaining.
Locked on target.
That radar was just about to go online. Push the platform. Check back. This is too far from Allied territory. Getting on rock. Breaking.
That's a miss.
Trigger, there's one more to go. This is School 4. Locked on enemy. Enemy dodge. Continuing attack.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel II was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel II is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.